There's an insane TikTok trend going around where foreigners walk on the streets of Japan and record the reactions they get. If you're thinking there's no way the guy is 5'7", well, you're right, because he isn't. While I was researching what the hell was this all about, I actually stumbled upon the craziest rabbit hole I've seen in a while and found out something I couldn't believe. And instead of teasing you guys with what I found, I'm just gonna tell you right now. First of all, on his other videos, he claims to be 6'6", and in the beginning, I thought that's probably closer to the truth. I'm 6'2" myself, and I meet people taller than me all the time, so I have no reason to question someone being almost 2 meters tall. Though I have to be honest, seeing his how to get taller and other ridiculous height-related videos made me think that he talks a bit too much about his height, and when people brag about something a lot, it makes me suspicious. So why would he ever claim to be 5'7" on a TikTok video when he clearly isn't? Well, on social media, engagement is everything, and he wants people to point that out because every comment about him actually being much taller only boosts his presence on the platform. Essentially, it's rage baiting. The guy obviously isn't 5'7", but he isn't 6'6" either. The reason he claims to be tall online is to, get this, sell a height growth masterclass where he teaches you how to grow as tall as him. And this is just the beginning, because like a true professional businessman, the guy also sells supplements that are supposed to make you grow taller. Now obviously there's no pill that makes you grow taller, because as far as I know, Joe Rogan has taken every supplement there is, and the guy is still not human-sized. Since I got curious about what these pills actually are, I decided to do the most basic thing I could think of and simply copy-paste the ingredients to Google. And would you guess what? I immediately found the exact same pills in a differently labeled bottle from a pet food website. All the ingredients were exactly the same, and even the description was simply copy-pasted. So all these videos where he claims to be 6'6" are just a way for him to advertise his products. In all of his videos, he makes sure to pin these growth supplements to the first comment, along with the masterclass of course, and then... Wait a minute. Buy my Chad pill supplement. What is this? What is this? What is... Ingredients blah 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 blah. Contains soy. Contains soy? All these videos are just him strutting around Tokyo looking like a dickhead and zooming in on every person who pays any attention to him. Wait, I've seen this somewhere before. I mean, check this out, this is so ridiculous. So this guy right here, he literally looks at this guy from the corner of his eye for, what is this, 5 frames or something, easily less than a second, and then he feels like this is enough for him to clip this guy on his video and be like, oh yeah, I sure mugged this guy, I showed him who's been mewing for the past 2 weeks, and then, look, oh, this guy does not give a fuck. What? And you know what's the funniest thing about all of this? The guy sells fake growth supplements and insists on being super tall on all of his social media posts, but mysteriously doesn't show his feet in any video he puts out. Even his video where he claims to be barefoot, he never showed anything below his knees. But there was one video I found where the cameraman slipped. Oh, 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 oh my god, Jesus. Oh, those are like clown shoes. Those are what Putin wears, like, Jesus, those are huge. And don't get me wrong, I really do not give two Fs about people's heights. But when a guy like this starts selling dog food as supplements and makes extremely cringe, rage-bait content online, I can make fun of his high heels. The truth is, even without his platform shoes, he is still probably quite tall, and also he is relatively handsome. I'm not gonna take that away from him. But that doesn't change the fact that the guy is an absolute clown. His videos are the most narcissistic brainrot content I've ever seen, and all of them are full of kids commenting, "I'm 14 and only 5'6". Can I still mug people if I height max? Like, this business plan of selling Chad pills to kids is quite literally the worst thing ever. And what makes me personally hate this even more is the fact that he's perpetuating this online trend that Japan is some isekai fantasy and anyone can just come here and become the main character. The thing is, archaeologists don't become Indiana Jones and weebs don't become main characters in Japan. Many of you are probably curious about if people actually stare at you like this in Japan, and yeah, I guess at least more than in other countries, simply because there's not that many foreigners around. Especially tall-looking ones, so when people see someone who looks different, they look at them. I think that's a pretty normal human reaction, but what do we know? Maybe the guy has like a dick drawn on his forehead that the people are actually looking at. Of course I understand that anyone who is making videos like these wants to imply that the only reason people are staring at them is because they are just so attractive and everyone wants to bang them. But I think in most cases, people are just looking like, who's this dickhead blocking the road? Also, the fact is that anytime you're filming outside, people are gonna look at you because they're curious about who you are and what you're filming. And they're especially gonna look when you walk like this and almost crash to other people. Sure, many of the people who make these kind of videos are attractive and good for them, but the sad part is that many of them seem to be only attractive. When you think of attractive famous people, most of them have something else going on. Either they are charismatic, have interests, or seem to be down to earth on some level. Then there are of course those who don't have much else than their looks, but they know it and desperately try to be more than their looks and be relatable to people. The point I'm trying to make is that these people are either naturally more than their looks, or they at least have that realization that they need to try to be more than their looks, even if they aren't successful at it. Compared to those people, guys like this, who only live their lives through the bodies they are born into, to me feel like empty shells who don't even have that initial realization that they are also supposed to have a soul.